Good morning, students. In this session, we will study some of the simple SQL queries. What is SQL? SQL stands for Structured Query Language. We will be using Microsoft Access database to understand this query concept. Okay. First, we have to click on Start, then search for Microsoft Office file, where you have to search for Microsoft Access program. See here, Microsoft Access or Microsoft Office Access 2007. Click on that. Okay. Now, first in the database, that is the hierarchy of the databases. You have to create the first database. Then you have to create the table inside the database, that particular database. Then you are going to add the columns to that table. Then you are inserting the records to that particular table. Okay. I'll click on black database. By default, see the location. By default, it will be created in C drive users folder. That is in my documents. So this database will be created, but I do not want to create in the C drive. I'll change the path. Okay. I'll save it in some F drive or E drive. I'll create one new folder. Standard DBMS. I'll open that. Then here I'll say create the student database. That is, here I'm going to create the student database. Okay. Okay. Then click on this create button. See here, this is called design. They already have by default. Microsoft Access has created one database for you. One table by default. This is design view. That is, you can create the table like this also. Wait. Yeah. Next, we will see how to create the table using query. In this session, I'll show you how to create using SQL editor, how to create the queries. Okay. Design view I will not show you. To show the design view, I'll create one more video and upload it and show you. Okay. Next, click on create. This is called ribbon menu. Okay. In that you have the tabs. Home. This is the tab. Create is the tab. External data. Database tool. There are 4 tabs in this Microsoft Access. Under these tabs you have groups. This is called tables group. This is called forms group. This is called reports group. Okay, like this. Inside the tab you have the groups. Okay, next we want to create the query design. So I click it on query design. Okay, click on here. You can create using the wizard. You can generate the query, but I want to type the query my own. So I'll click it on query design. And then we will close this one. Next, click on SQL view. Here click on SQL view. Okay. Yeah, one by default select statement as written. Now here we will create the table, that is whatever using the create statement. Okay, just create one table. Just type the content. Create table. Then we have to give the table name, isn't it? Student TBL. I'll just give it as to differentiate what is database, what is this one. Just create the TBL. Student ID. Then this type is integer. The number integer. Then at the end of after create one column, I put the comma. Then I write student underscore name. Do not give space between 2 words. Okay, it should be continuous. You can write it as together at the student name or else give underscore, then write it as name. Do not give uh, space between two words. If you give, you'll get error message. Character of, I'll put it as 30. Then at the end I put the comma. Okay, then date of birth, DOB, its data type is date, then I'll put the comma. Then gender, it's what is the size, I'll enter M or F, so character size is 1. Then city, I'll put it as character of 50, put the comma. Then phone number. Okay, here also to enter the phone number, do not give the space or just put underscore to differentiate two words. Phone number, I put it as character of 9, put the comma. Then subject 1 mark, subject 1, I put it as MRK. Subject 1 mark, it has decimal. I think decimal is not supported in Microsoft Access, so I'll write it as number. Okay, so subject 2 mark number, subject 3 mark number. Okay, I'll just give one space. I just wanted to show you whether will you get the error message or not. Here you have opened the open bracket. This bracket must be closed here. Okay, at the end of the create statement. Then I want to show you number is not supported, decimal is not supported here, so I'll show you how to. Then after creating the query, just click on run button. You are going to get one error message, syntax error in field. Field means that is column names, isn't it? Column is also known as field definition. Syntax error in the field definition. That means see here the cursor is pointing here, some error is there here, so remove that space or put underscore, remove that space. Again click on run. Syntax error in field definition. Then it shows you decimal, because decimal is not data type not supported in Microsoft Access, so just put it as number. In OpenOffice Org it is supported. See, student table, the table name you have given here is created with these column names. To see the column name, right click on this table, click on design view. See the table name, whatever columns you have specified there is created here, design view. Okay, here also you can change it. You can change text or see the student gender, they have put in the text. We can change the size is 1 you have specified, you can change it to any number size. Okay, then text size, for text it takes to maximum 255 characters. If you want more than 255 characters, you have to give the data type as memo. Okay, auto number is there, so that that particular column will be incremented automatically. Now we'll close this one. No, we have finished this one. Next we will write this. After creating the table, I'll just I hope you understood how to create the table. See the syntax properly. Okay, next we will insert. We have created the table, but if you click on this, so you do not have the data. You can see the columns here, field definition, fields. Okay, but here we can insert the data here also in the design view, but I do not want that. I want to insert the data using the queries. Okay, I'll type the query insert into using insert statement. Insert into then table name. What is the table name we have given? Student TBL. Then I have to write the column name. So I just copy paste those column names from here. Okay, so that I will not have any mistakes in the column names. It's better you to copy paste from here. Then put the comma, then student name, then date of birth, put comma, then gender, then I put comma, then city, phone number, subject 1 mark, subject 2 mark. Just change that. Okay. Then I insert into column name, then put what we have, values, isn't it? Values. We have to pass these columns corresponding values here. Student ID, I'll put it as 100 or 01. Then student name is as I said before, whatever characters, any character A to Z, if you are entering, or data type is the character, you have to enter it inside the double quote. So for student name, that is its data type is character, so I have inserted here, put the double quote, then close the double quote. Then we have going to insert the values to the date of birth column, so put 1 comma, then write the then put single quote, because to enter the date of birth date values, you have to put in the double single quote. So put 2 quotes, then inside that write the values 1990 10 10. Okay, then after come out of the single quote, put comma. Here I mistakenly put up 2 commas, double quotes. Okay, then what we have, gender. I'll write it as MALE. What data type sizes we are given here? For gender, we have to suppose to enter 1 character. Okay, see the size here. Then put comma, that each column values are separated by using the comma. Okay, then I'll write it as array color, put the comma, then phone number, I'll write it as 827730 2847. Then what I have to do, I have to close this single quote, isn't it? So this single quote should be closed. Then I have to put the comma, then subject 1 mark I did it as 50, subject 2 mark it as 20, subject 3 mark it as 40. Okay, I'll do some mistakes purposely so that you can understand it better. Okay, I'll just remove this. Then click on design tab, there click on run. Syntax error in the query expression 101, that is you have done some mistake here, because you have not passed the Didn't put the comma. Now click on run. Syntax and the array color. That here some mistake is there. What is that? We have closed the single quote, but it's related. Opening is not there. I'll just put it. Okay. Then by mistake only we have. Then yeah, the table student table is already open exclusively by another user, or it is already open through user interface, so cannot be manipulated programmatically. So we have the table open here, so we have to close that table first, then we can insert the values. I just put, instead of comma, just put dot. We will see what error message will get next. Say number of query values and destination fields are not the same. That is, number of columns you are passing here, whatever columns you are writing here should have the matching values here. That is, suppose if you are passing 10 columns here, suppose you are passing 10 columns, all the 10 values you have to specify here. But if we have, just assume that how many columns you have, 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 values you have specified. But here we have specified, since we have put it at dot, we have not separated it using single quote. It as database assume that this entire student ID and student is a single column. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, isn't it? So we have done the mistake here. By mistake we have put this comma. So if we put it a comma, it will assume that this is a separate column, this is the separate column. Okay, so here we have the 9 columns, as well as here we have the 9 values. I just click run. Once you click yes, you cannot undo the command reverse changes. Are you sure to? It asks the warning message. Yes, you are going to append one row. Append means you are going to insert one row. Okay, see, the values are inserted. Here also you can insert the values, but I don't want that. Okay. Next, I want nearly 10 records. Just I'll just put it, change those values. So then I'll put it as then 7. Ramesh Malan, change it as I just change month names. Phone number 965603784. 0.992567. Okay, just random trans of random numbers. 0.411.1. I'll just insert those values using design, just run. Since we are using multiple statements, just separate those statements using the semicolon. Okay. Yes. Then I will insert one more record. So we have to insert those, execute those statements separately. Okay. Yes. Just double click on the values, close it and reopen it. Values will be updated here. Because have you observed that we have inserted male, but since we have given the gender size, column size as 1, only first character is accepted. Okay, see the difference. See here, we have entered it as male. So I'll insert one more, just female. We'll see the difference. Okay, it will accept only first character, and it will give you a message that conversion to add 0 due to the key value. Okay, that is because we have inserted 106, 107. We have not changed the every database maintains uniqueness of the records. So 107 is inserted twice. That error message you are getting it. Okay. As much as possible, try to insert unique values if you don't specify the primary key. Okay, I redirected it as 108. I'll execute it. Run. just double click on this tables. Can you see the difference? Okay, Harish, not here also we can enter the values. Okay, I put it as 1989, put it as okay, February 26. You can change here also, but I wanted to show how query works, so for that I have shown like this: 1985, 10, 12. Okay, you can, this is called date picker. By clicking here also you can select the date, whichever date you want. Okay, now we have inserted records to the table. We have created the database, then we have created the table, then we have inserted the record. Next, third question, what we have, we want to display all the records in the table. Third question, display all records in the table. For that we have to write to display, so that we have to write select command. Select star from, what's the table name, student underscore tbl. Click on design, click on run. That is, query will generate this result. Okay, generate star from this table. So one query design view, we have to click on SQL view. Okay, next I want what is the fourth question, insert null value to the column phone number. I want to insert phone number as the null value. Everything will be the same, but instead of that we can specify not null constraint also, but here not specified. I just wanted to show the how to insert null value. Okay, we have inserted that. Can you I'll put it as 110 null value. It is not taking null value. Yeah. Sorry, I have inserted null value to the which column, date of birth. So null value is inserted to this column. In the question I have asked to insert the null value to the phone number. I have inserted in the query, I have inserted it to the null value to date of birth. You can change. Okay, I want this one as it is 12. Okay, 1960 12 12. But I want here don't put single quote. Okay, for null just write it as null. Did I change this one to 11? Because to maintain the uniqueness, I'll change this one. Okay. Now close this database, this table. Now see, I have inserted null value. Okay. Then in the fifth question, what is the fifth question we have? And the fifth question, display only student ID, student name and date of birth from student table. That means I have to select design view, just copy paste the column names. It's better so that I will not do the mistakes in while typing the column names. Okay. Date of birth. Select from this table having those values. I want to select those values to be displayed. So just from, what is the table name? Student underscore table. Underscore table. So I just displayed only 3 columns. Okay, that is the result. Next, about the 6th question. Display